Since childhood, you were programmed with a simple idea: be normal. You heard it at school, at home, in the streets, at university, at work. Behave normally. Think normally. Live normally. But what does normal even mean? Who decided where freedom ends and correctness begins? Why is stepping outside the lines seen as strange, while conforming to a template is considered a virtue? Today, we'll uncover one of the most subtle and destructive programs of the Matrix, the Be Normal program. On the surface, normality seems natural, something that helps us live in society, something reasonable. But dig deeper and you'll see, normality isn't about harmony or truth. It's a mask the Matrix puts on you to make you manageable. It's normal to work at a job you hate. It's normal to buy things you don't need. It's normal to stay in unhappy relationships because that's how it is. It's normal to suppress your dreams for the sake of stability. Normal is a contract to lease out your soul. You were born free, truly free. You were curious. You wanted to explore the world, to draw, to run, to build castles in your imagination. You didn't dream of salaries or mortgages. You dreamed of being great. A pilot, an artist, a traveler, a musician, a hero. But very quickly they taught you to live normally. How did they train you? First, at home. Your parents, programmed by the system, passed on the rules. Behave properly. Education first, dreams later. Dreaming is fine, but be realistic. Get a normal job. When you drew spaceships and talked about building your own world, they smiled politely. That's just fantasy, sweetheart. Life doesn't work that way. And you felt it. Your freedom was shrinking. They gently, through care, pushed you into the frame. Then school. School is the main engine of normalization. There you weren't rewarded for uniqueness, creativity, or new ideas. You were judged by how well you could repeat, obey, and not ask questions. You could have been a genius in music or mechanics, but if your handwriting was bad, you were a problem. They taught you to think the same, speak the same, dream the same. And if you asked a strange question in class, the response wasn't curiosity. It was discipline. Focus. We're following the program. Then came society. The adult world quickly showed you what it expects. It's normal to work 9 to 5 at a job you don't love. It's normal to buy things to look successful. It's normal to fear your boss but pretend to love your life. It's normal to drink on Fridays because there's no other joy. It's normal to live in debt and never ask questions. You were taught to fear standing out. If you dreamed of something different and they stopped you. If you took an unusual path, they laughed. Be normal. That sentence was always there, soft but echoing with threat. You felt the conflict inside. One voice whispered, "I want more, I want to try, I want to be different." The other said, "What will they think? What if I fail? What if I'm rejected?" And slowly your freedom was locked in the cage of normalcy. Not because you were weak, but because from childhood you were taught that being yourself is dangerous. The normal program doesn't use harsh rules. It works through fear. Fear of being different. No one screams at you, "Don't dream." They whisper, "What if it doesn't work?" What if they laugh at you? What if you end up alone? And you begin to limit yourself. You build the walls. You turn your life into a prison cell called safety. They didn't break you all at once. They conditioned you slowly, drop by drop, phrase by phrase, grade by grade. And you got used to it. You started believing dreams are for kids. Freedom is for the irresponsible. Being like everyone else means being safe. But deep inside, under the layers of habit, a spark remained, a voice remained, and it never left. The Matrix doesn't need those who think for themselves. It doesn't want dreamers. It doesn't want people who can see that reality is just a script. It needs predictable pawns on a chessboard. People who buy what they're told, work where they're told, vote for whom they're told, and never ask the wrong questions. An unconventional person is a glitch in the program. They don't follow the expected path, they ask inconvenient questions. They create alternate realities. And if there are too many of them, the matrix starts to crack. How many geniuses were destroyed with just words? They sell you normality as a guarantee of a safe life. Be normal, you'll find a job. Be normal, you'll start a family. Be normal, no one will touch you. But behind this outer safety lies the greatest trap of all, the loss of your true self. You pay too high a price for this so-called security. Your dreams, your freedom, your soul. What does a person feel when trapped in the program of normality? On the outside, everything seems fine. He goes to work, pays the bills, plans a vacation once a year. He smiles at celebrations. At first glance, a normal person, successful, respectable, normal. But look inside, and there's silence. Heavy, dull, sticky silence. He's not overworked. He seems to be doing everything right. But inside, there's a chronic fatigue, not physical, spiritual. The exhaustion of not being yourself. The exhaustion of playing roles. The exhaustion of wearing a mask every day that says, everything's fine. Sometimes, especially when alone, a strange feeling creeps in. Longing. Not for someone. Not for something. Longing for himself. For the real self he buried long ago under layers of normality. He can't always understand it. He just feels something is off. Something important is missing. But the program whispers, everything is fine. Everyone feels this way. And so he keeps going. When a spark of a dream ignites within him to be an artist, a traveler, free, to do what his soul truly desires, he quickly puts it out. What am I thinking? That's not serious. That's not for me. And every time he kills his dream, he kills a piece of himself. His weekdays become a countdown to Friday, to those short vacations when he can forget, for just a few days, who he's become. But even on vacation, he doesn't feel truly free, because he knows, in a week, it all comes back. But not everyone agrees to live in a cage. Not everyone chooses normality at the cost of their soul. There are those who feel, I can't. I wasn't made to live like everyone else. They hear the inner calling, and even when the whole world pulls them back, they take a step forward. Who are these people? They are the ones who dream while others laugh, the ones who walk their own path while others stand in line, the ones who create when told, be realistic. They may seem strange, they may walk alone, they may be misunderstood, but there is a light in their eyes, a light that's missing from those who chose to be normal. To break the norm means to allow yourself to be you, not to fit in, not to hide, not to live by others' expectations. To break the norm means to hear the fear inside and move anyway. To break the norm is to realize being alive is more important than being convenient. You will make mistakes, you will fall, you will doubt. They will judge you, they will not understand you, they will try to fix you. But every step beyond the norm will return to you something priceless. Yourself. Step by step, you will begin to taste freedom. You will start to see the beauty of your own path. You will begin to breathe. And one day you'll realize, I am alive. Not by the plan, not by the manual, but by the heart. You can choose to stay in the familiar frame, live like everyone else, follow someone else's rules, do what's expected, and maybe live a quiet, neat life. No risk, no pain, no big mistakes, but also no real flight. Or you can choose another path, a path with no guarantees, a path led by your heart, not by a ready-made map, a path where each day is creation, not repetition, where mistakes are lessons, where falling is growth, where you're not a function, not a role, not a copy, but truly alive. Normality offers the illusion of peace. Freedom offers the reality of breath. The choice is always yours. And if you feel that a spark still lives inside you, if you know there's more to this world, if you hear the call of your true self, then maybe it's time to step beyond the lines. Time to remember who you are. and time to create the life you truly want to live. Thank you for listening to the end. That already means a lot. Not everyone today is ready to pause and reflect on such things. But if you're still here, it means you feel it too. Your response is not just a button, it's an energy that sets something in motion. Thank you for being here. See you in the next video.